Welcome to ESO Daily. I'm your host, Mysticraven. Alright guys, I swear I'm so spread out. I'm sorry about the end clip of my build video, but at least I got everything in. Internet, ISP, just went down at the, it's been fluctuating. I hope it doesn't happen on this stream, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed, as best as possible. But I've got to prep my Sorc tank for this weekend for trials. I'm going to be rolling with a guild. We're going to be running the Sorc tank, and we just kind of want to, they want to see, you know, what we can get with the Warhorn uptime. And for me, that means getting my Undaunted up. So that's really, really important here. So, you know, I'm just trying to work it out. Let me go ahead and check out the comments really quick. And once again, I'm so sorry about, you know, the technical difficulties. It can be a pain. I do apologize. So, but let me go ahead, check this out. Morning, Robert. Morning, Todd. Hope you guys had a good day yesterday. Okay, so that's one. Pretty good.
You wish to run?
City of Ash 1. Oh man, I need this so bad on my other platform. Ugh, the pain. The pain. Okay, specifics. Spindle Clutch, City of Ash. Go ahead, check the comments before I cue it. Morning, Josh. Hope you're doing good, man. Welcome to the stream. So I've lost probably like 7 or 8, you know, players in the last, you know, day or two due to my like whatever. And it was kind of funny, guys, because a lot of people were, you know, talking, you know, they just hate me. Wasn't bad day. Did some leveling on my Stamp Sorc. Nice, 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 excellent. I love Stamp Sorc. I think Stamp Sorc is still fun. It is powerful, you know, and you know once everything's applied to the Stamp Sorc as far as buffs and stuff, and it gets going, it's really nice. I really do like Stamp Sorc. I really do. Still one of my favorite classes to play, especially in PvE. PvP, I kind of struggle. You know, I'm still trying to get that whole animation cancellation down with the heavy attack for the follow-up. You know, that's kind of where I lack on the gap closer. It's an art, to say the least. It's an art. You know, but, you know, it's like, you know, you put yourself in those uncomfortable situations, you try to improve. That's name of the game. Keep doing it. Yeah, he'll be a PvE guy. Yeah, I love it on PvE. Love it. Love it in PvE. Definitely. But, you know, the funny thing about it is, guys, you know, a lot of people, you know, and I, you know, I do want to apologize. I know you guys get me, because I do sometimes come off a certain way, and I do, and I apologize for that. It's just like, just when you think the toxicity is leaving the game, right? And something good is coming, you know, forward, especially with the skill advisor and showing the viability of every class and every role, somebody pollutes the game further with something just completely ridiculous. And I'm like, did you guys take into consideration compounding effects? And like, how is this even possible that it just the simplest of like, because somebody's like, well, engulfing flames increases by damage by 10%. That explains, you know, the wall of fire versus the wall of lightning and why the healer should be running the wall of storms. And I'm like, no. One second. Let me get in my own private chat here. Okay, there we go. Anyway, so yeah, so like literally I'm thinking to myself, like how does because any other AoE effect, even one, is a compounding. So 8 and 8, right? So you compound that. So you're going to justify a 2% gain in one effect to lose what? 8% in another, and multiply that times each mag tune in your party by the X factor. I'm like, that's compounding. How do you fucking lose that? How do you skip that math? It's mind-blowing. It's friggin' like I'm like that's garbage. It's junk. It's like that is significant. The only exception to the rules to DK based on what? The flame abilities. Due to the passive by the multiplier for each flame ability. The DK has every flame ability. So it's not just one, it's multiple. The Sorc only will have what? One! It's like, to me, that's crazy. Okay, I don't know what's going down. Gonna roll out. Great, my healer's dead. Pull back. Yeah. Some people should not do hard mode. Get out! What was you thinking? I might be dead. You do not get on top of the boss as a healer. Preferably you stay back. Get him up. I'm dead. Why? Yep. And the other DPS dropped. I don't blame him. You don't... Get the heal... I can't get him if I... What the... You... I've got to look. Jeez, motherfucking... You guys are all fucking dead. Stop. Oh my God. You never dropped the healing. I mean, I can't believe the dude dropped the healing ultimate. Literally. And sure, res the DPS. That makes fucking sense. priority number uno. Wow. Fucking wow. All I can fucking say at this moment. Thank you. Fucking waste. Fucking A, man. Cue it. Don't fucking touch that scroll. You don't even deserve to hit it. My God. Cue it. Oh my God. I swear. I'm an ass, I know. Wanted to get your thoughts on Destro staff versus dual wield swords for mag warden. Depends on the configuration, Josh. How you're setting it up. Destro staffs are really good, but dual wield. Here's the thing: dual wield, you get that 5% bonus, right? But the problem of it is weaves between, so you got to be quick on your switch out. That's the only problem. But if you can maintain and get your weaving between the swap, then dual wield's still very good. Still very good. Hey Red, what's up, dude? Hope you're having a good day. Seems like a good morning for pugging. I know. I use Moondancer swords on my Magplar. Mystic, don't kill me. No, I'm never gonna kill you, Snoop. Like I always tell you guys, if it works for you, use it. I don't feel there's a wrong way to do a config. I feel like every player, benefits from different gameplay, and you can achieve, similar numbers, So I always say, like, if you want to go ahead and do a certain config and it's comfortable to you and you're hitting those numbers and you're getting the content done, then who am I to judge? That's, that. Spindle clutch that hard now. I know, right, Rage? I know, right? I'm asking. I wonder, too. I wonder, Rage. I do. I often wonder myself if that is the case. At least they dropped and I don't get penalized. I mean, geez, Spindle Clutch 1. I mean, I know it hits hard, but if you have the recommended life, you really don't suffer that much. It's like, wow. But no, I honestly think dual wield is still really good. I use dual wield on a lot of configs. Problem of it is just, once again, swap out and knowing that type of configuration. Yeah, I did it and am doing more damage. Had some magic sustain, but balanced with good regen. Right. And that's the thing. And like Snoop said, he uses dual wield, and it's fine. I use dual wield. That's why I double stack. Some people like the 5-3 config. I don't. Why? Because I double stack. I get more damage from a double stack effect. That's why I don't use trial sets on mag. Am I saying people shouldn't? No. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying I don't because I know what I'm losing in damage. But I have to be quick on my attack rotation, and so I on my staff I hit the light, I drop the AoE effects, so I get the light burst. All of a sudden I go to the dual wield side. That's where a lot of my single target applications are being amplified, and it does it with AoE effects too. So it's a flat, but it's 5. So you would think, okay, you're losing 3. Well, not depending on the configuration. So all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, well, I'm boosting up my abilities, but now I have to switch out and make sure I get that nice heavy attack rotation. So all of a sudden, I switch out, I get the heavy attack rotation, and I have to go ahead. So it's light, drop, switch, and then heavies. And then, so I'm getting like 3 to 4 on a heavy. But my light on every switch, I have to hit the light. So I had 2 lights between a heavy on my full end rotation. So it's a lot more juggling. But if you can juggle it, I like it, but if you can't juggle it, well, you're better off with the Destro, and especially if you're doing a light every other one for the cancellation. So that's where a lot of people like Destro, and you can't deny that. Alright. I forgot to put on my pots. Alright, let me get that incorporated. Whatever. Is my food buff still up? Yep. Let's go. Let's go, Mystic. You gotta play catch up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's an easy one, though. Trying to get my war horn up there so I can get that nice aggressive for this weekend. I'm looking forward to it. I hate that fucking shit. Alright. I have to go around the tree since we skipped that part. Did they go through? Sometimes people go through the middle and I'll pull them. I do it. anything? No, no. I'll save my war horn. This dude's not worth even a war horn. Ow, should be blocking though. Alright. Now I'm gonna want to jump on my friggin' PC because I'm needing my Bring Spellweave neck. Oh, sweet. Missed to get it because I don't have Force Lock yet. I don't know. Probably not. I suck at Master. No smart ass comments. Oh! Sunder Flame Lightning Staff, totally. I was looking forward to that whole piece. I've been missing that from my collection the entire time.
I will harvest your soul for the dead ones.
Alright. Jesus. Drop the ads first. A lot of people don't like absorb magic, but this is why I like it. That mitigations just really comes in handy. I love what they did with the Atro, by the way, on PTS. It's so badass. Nice. Let's go, let's go. Nope, overran. Come on.
Your hide will make a wonderful rug.
Wow.
Devour you quickly.
Surrender? I shall never!
Rise, minions.
I don't know where our healer is. Probably got stuck at the door.
Rise, minions.
I could explain it. EDC, there it is. Look at that placement. The reason I dropped this as a war horn so they can, somebody can synergize and get a little bit of health back.
Rise, minions.
I have to heal. Heal. Jump in the water, get rid of that flame damage. So we don't have a healer.
Rise, minions.
Heal. Heal. Gotta weave up a little bit for the exchange.
Rise.
I'm gonna kick the war horn in now. He made it back. Okay, we got it done. Oh my god, nice! Infused. Thunderflame, I have that entire set, but that's pretty badass! Infused friggin' head! Where am I gonna put it? Can't wait for those storage spaces, that's all I can say. Let me check out the comments. Yo, baby, baby! Check out the comments really quick, and once again, I'm so sorry about, you know, the tech. Okay, I have to mute that. What are you using on your Sorc? Oh, as far as set, morning, Josh. My setup, I'm using Dragon, and I'm using Exoskeleton with Bloodspawn. So the whole idea is to increase Warhorn uptime. It's what it's supposed to do. So it just keeps, you know, literally the way the configuration works out. You can use Werewolf if you want. I'm just getting a lot better uptime with Shock's Exoskeleton. So I'm getting health, I'm getting spell damage, I'm getting critical and don't really need. But I gain minor heroism at all times while I'm in combat. Now, a lot of people would say, well, use Heroic Slash. Well, Heroic Slash is like, it's an alternative solution. You can use Heroic Slash with Werewolf. You could. But for me, I like the Shock's Exoskeleton because now I'm also able to, instead of using Heroic Slash, I can use the Deep Slash. So now I can affect 2 targets with the minor main versus 1. And that comes in handy in a lot of different scenarios. So if they're grouped up, they're close up, you affect that, you reduce the damage. So it does come in handy. And that's why I really like the Shock's Exoskeleton versus. So, David, what's up, dude? I hope you're having a good day, man. Yeah, so Dragon, I mean, no other tank's going to get its Warhorn uptime this fast. It's just not going to happen. So, because you get that passive in the Sorcs, reducing ultimate cost by 15. Add Dragon 15, that's 30% cost reduction.
I would be remiss not to.
So, that's considerable. That's a considerable amount. Let's see what my Undaunted. I think I'm close to 7. I got about half. I should have it done, though, by this weekend for sure. And then I'm going to scrap some stuff. We'll get that Spindle Clutch in. I like to get ICP out of the way sometime today, too. My mount's still slow. Ugh. Get the major expedition with this. All right.
The right.
I have a lot of geonodes, but I'm full at the moment, so it sort of sucks. Just freeing up some space. I don't need a lot, but whatever, that should work. All right, Spindle Clutch 1. That's why I love being a tank. Tank and healers, fast queues, really fast. What's up? Yeah, just working. Oh, I hope you're having a good day at work, David. Got to put it in. Got to put it in. Definitely understand, man. But I do want to thank you guys, man. And I do want to thank my community. First and foremost, I know I'm an asshole at times. I get it. I do. Why am I always on the last boss in here? Why? Come on, let's go. always on the last boss. It doesn't friggin' fail. People hit that fucking scroll and they forget this bitch will fucking kill you with one fucking hit. Oh my god. 17 K. You deserve to die. 17.7K. You deserve to die. Oh my god. 19. That's not bad. You two deserve to die. Fucking noobs. Where have you been the last half year? I would like to fucking know. Did you miss the memo? Fucking A. Might as well wait here. I cannot block that spit. She's going to randomly target one of you. Either block, roll, whatever the fuck you're going to do. But get out the way. Did you get him up? Good. Here, have a war horn on me. And he drops again. 17K boy drops again. I'm fucking shocked. Fucking dumbass. I know what I'll do. I'll go with fucking 17K. Who in the fuck is telling these players this shit? This is why you go higher. Now the healer's dead. I'm totally fucking surprised. And dead boy is dead again. Can you live? Here's a war horn if you can. No. He fails again. Get it through your fucking skull, you 17K punks. A mechanic can hit you for... This mechanic will hit you for 18K. Are you fucking high? You fucking dumb fuckers. If you're gonna do hard mode, at least be properly prepared. Fucking dum-dums. God. I don't need... That's too much health. Why would I need friggin' around between 18 and 20K? I'm good with the bare minimum. Obviously fucking not. Oh my god. That could be the death of Mystic. Get out, Mystic. Shield. Woohoo! Now see, that's what I like about this other DPS. This other DPS is like, fuck that. I already know what the fuck's gonna happen. Here, have another war horn. On me. It's so funny. Why do I have problems? Because somebody's telling these dudes that this is acceptable. Funny thing is, if I had Eben on, they would still be under. That's what's even more funny. I take the blast and I still don't die. Well, I'm a tank. That's a reason for that. Get out the way. Now she's fucking stuck. There we go. Ah! How many times did he die? Anybody get a count? Anybody get a count? I lost count. Fucking. Sorry. Thank you for staying, tank. Yeah, totally. You are friggin' most welcome. Black. Puke. You had a... I have AoE kill me at 23k. Yeah. You had a crappy healer, Storm. They should have been able to heal you through a one-shot mechanic. I know, right? It's the healer's fault always. It's not the 17k. It's they don't know the mechanics. Well, Krill, yes and no. The thing about it is this. If they get clipped, that's why it's recommended 20. Because if you get clipped, you have the cushion. Always. That's why the recommendation, and it's on the forums. Every old school MMOer will tell you, you get clipped with an ability like that. It's usually between 17 to 18 something K. You have the cushion for the recoup. That's why it's recommended. It's why it's recommended. It's recommended for a reason. No one's going to say it, but we all know the problem. You're not wearing ally. Alkosh. No! Stop! Oh, gross. Oh, you guys love it. You love tormenting me with it. Oh, you guys are sick. You sick people. Pro DPS can get away with 17k health in most situations. Not all. Let some vet hard mode trials, right? Rock, what's up? Welcome to the house. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. You know. Nope, that blind got me then AoE, right. And that's why you're usually whatever. Hey, Robert. Laugh out loud. Run 16.5k on my warden. Ooh, no, not me. Ever. It's usually recommended. I mean, I could get away with I'm comfortable with around 18.5, 19 with knowing mechanics. But I don't risk it below that. I don't. I don't. And once again, to each their own. But if you die, don't blame the healer. That's all I'm asking. If you die, don't blame the healer. You can't. Because you died to a mechanic, you know? And people are like, oh, it's the healer. No, you went under the recommended. The recommended's 20k. You know? It's recommended for a reason. It's like, hello. You don't do it. You don't. And you want to get through vet content really easy? Stick to the specifications. You know, stick to the specifications. That's why I build certain ways. I'll say, okay, you can get away with this, but I don't risk it. And that's what I build for. I build for the average player to say, put them in a scenario and let them be able to complete the content in its entirety. So, because I know, hey, oh my God, is this fucking real? Is this Mystic saves every last boss day? Is this how it's going to be for me today? Last boss, dumb. And once again, we'll look at their health. I swear to God, I swear to you, every tank will drop. Why? Because they're under fucking health. They're under. It's the fucking last boss. Go figure. Go fucking figure. How much? Place your bets, people. Place your fucking bets. Place the bets. How many are under? 20 fucking... Fifth! One! There's one! There's two! And there's three! I rest my case. I'm out of here. Actually, I'll leave a fucking bullshit. I'm going off! Are you all high? Fucking dumbass motherfuckers! Get me out of here! Fucking dumb fucks! Fucking dumb fucks! I rest my fucking case! Every tank will bail on you, and they deserve to! Every tank deserves to drop you like a bad fucking habit. Toxic fucking players. No, we go with 15, 16K. No, you fucking don't. Shut the fuck up. This is why they can't complete it. Because they're listening to stupidity at its finest. Oh my god. Fucking A. I don't think they're running food. No, I think they're running food. I think they are running food. Daily, what are your thoughts on Ice Tank with Ice Staff back bar for this upcoming patch? You know what? Actually, Bob, I love it. I know a lot of people kind of question it, but for Mag Warden, let's put the Warden Tank in the scenario here. Warden Tank with the Ice Staff, right, is really good. Even Warden DPS, but you can't put Trifocus in. That's the problem. Like, if you use a double staff on Mag Warden, right, and you do a heavy attack, you can use Trifocus, but you can't heavy attack. You have to use light. That ice actually benefits Mag Warden's damage output because of the passive. But I love even some of the changes. I mean, you know, a couple of people are kind of whatever. But I to be honest with you, I'm still going to rock it. I'm still going to do it. My healers are usually around 18.5 HP. Real tanks wear Plague Doctors in Ebony. Yeah, I usually wear Plague Doctors in Ebony, but this is a different build config. But even giving them 1,000, they're still under. They still get hit with they get hit with the mechanic. The mechanic hits you for 18.5. They'd still be dead. They'd still be dead, even with Ebon on. They'd be dead, even with. I'm pretty sure it's Ebon. No, stop! Oh, you guys love it. Oh, every time you guys do it, I just like, oh God, no, cringe. Nope, Ebon and Plague Doctors. I use Ebon and Plague Doctors. I do. I like Ebon and Plague Doctors. I love it, actually. I mean, it beast as hell. I'm not going to move. But with this build, it's meant for Warhorn uptime. That's what this build's designed to do. I sacrificed the Ebon for what? Higher Warhorn. It was in a Vet Hellra with an Ice Staff Warden main tank that he was getting smacked all up and down the place on the last boss. Who was it? Snoop. Did I miss it? Like, who was it? Who was running the Ice Staff and fucked it up on the Warden tank? You can't use the heavy attack on the warrior. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't. You don't have the time to do it. I mean, the only thing you're using the Ice Staff for is the block mitigation for Magicka. You can't afford to do a heavy attack on Ice Staff because the simple fact of it is you'll lose out. You literally have to do like pot And block, switch, block, pot, switch, you know, and keep taunt up. You don't have the time to do heavy attack on the warrior. It's just next to impossible. If you get it, you better have timing down. Dragon any good? Depends. I like dragon on Sorc tank. 15% and 15%. I get 30% cost reduction. But that's what it's built to do. I don't know. I was in a pug. The main tank was using ice staff. You can use an ice staff. It'll cost magicka to block. That's a perk for warden. So you can use stamina and magicka for block. The mag warden tank, if it uses the ice staff, it's going to cost magicka now to block. The block reduction carries over to the ice staff, right? The reduction, except with the absorb magic. But as far as on any of the other champion point reductions or gear reduction, it carries over to the ice staff. So now you have two different forms of block mitigation and block cost. But the problem of it is you can't heavy attack with the ice staff. You don't have a lot of time to heavy attack. You have to cost. It's about the block reduction, and it's all about timing. You don't have time to do it. You just don't. He was getting ripped. I imagine the warrior is no fucking joke. If you don't time it right and you don't have the reduction, you'll get fucking ripped. And then you got to know time your shields. It's not a joke. Tri-stat pot would be the best way to go in that scenario, but whatever. Well, didn't get notification beyond late. My bad. Oh, you're fine, Sylvia. Welcome to the stream. I hear next pack Alkosh will not be as strong. I'm not commenting on anything about that. No! Morning, Mystic. Morning, Sylvia. Tom, if tanks roll dodge ground-based AoEs, she won't do the spit. Right. Food for thought. And you're right, Tom. The problem of it is they get the blind and they don't do the roll dodge. Instead, they try to back up. But magicka users don't have a lot of stamina, so most of the time they can't roll dodge. So blocks are cheaper than roll dodge. But the problem of it is, guess what? They get clipped, 18.5, they're dead. And now they are all jumping on the warden train. Go figure. Even bitchin' wardens are OP, nerf birds, and all this other crap. I know, Rock, right? Mystic, why the fuck do you hate Alkosh? It doesn't offer anything for mitigation. It's a DPS set. All stats indicate the set in its entirety leads towards Slayer. What does a tank need, Slayer? Crit. I mean, I have crit on this set, but ideally, why would I want crit if I'm doing endgame? People are like, oh, for DPS. I'm sacrificing mitigation, and I'm costing, guess what? My healer more resources. I heal. That's mainly what I do. I already know when I heal a tank in trials, and I can tell you who has Alkosh on and who doesn't, just from healing them. I can tell you. I can honestly tell you, because their mitigation sucks. That's why I hate Alkosh. Because as a healer, and I see the tank do it, their mitigation is just it's the fucking worst. It's the fucking worst mitigation fucking ever. And it's like, oh, we're Alkosh. Yeah, sure. Drain my fucking resources, why don't you? That's why I hate it. It's like, I'm a healer. I know what it's doing for my fucking resources every time this motherfucker can't mitigate right. It's like, fuck. That's why I hate it. It's why. Oh, hold on. Scrolling down here. So what sets do you use for your Ice Warden tank? I don't have my Ice Warden tank set up for trials. I use a dungeon build currently. If I was going to use the Warden in a trial scenario, I know I'm going to be using a little bit of magicka. I would stay with Bloodspawn, right? I mean, it's a good set for any tank, especially with, its passives. I would probably use Eben, and I would go Plague Doctor. The reason, Plague Doctor. Eben, for Warden, you don't need Plague Doctor. Sorry, scrap that. I would go Eben, unless another tank's running Eben. Then I'd go Plague Doctor. And Dragon for Warden. Why? Magicka. And cost reduction. It's not going to get as much as a Sorc, but cost reduction, is just the way it goes. It just really is. Cost reduction on Warhorn uptime. I mean, seriously, I can't stress how important cost reduction matters. You know, and it just does. And then I'm still keeping the heavy armor passives. You know, my thought. That's my thought. But I'm not saying you can't use other things like bees. Bees is still damn good. I mean, if you want to use like a mitigation with restore on health, bees is the way to go though too. And then you can also use other sets. You know, a lot of options. A lot of options. Keeps resetting up to the top. I'm working on it at the moment. Excited to see you in our trial, Mystic. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it, Roguish. I'm working this. I'm working it for you guys, man. I'm looking so forward to grouping up with you guys this weekend. I'm hoping we get like a really good time with the implication, you know, and I'm hoping we can try it into the vet. We'll see what's going down. We'll, you know, dissect it. And then maybe put it into another scenario, and we'll go from there. We'll try to improve it and try to get, you know, more application applied. That's what I'm looking forward to. That was to help you, Mystic. Less people will use it, and therefore you won't be triggered as much. That's a good point, David. Grats. Oh yeah, everyone. Mystic, you have made an error in this build with 2 morphs. You need Hurricane and Bound Armament. No, I'm aware of the Hurricane, and I already have Bound Armament. So here's the way it works, Storm. Like, I have Bound Armament. Okay, so with this build, I do already have it. So I Bound Ages. Okay, that increases my max Magicka. I don't want Bound Armament. I want Bound Ages. Why does the Sorc tank want this versus the other one? Simple. Unlike any other tank, right? My shield system scales what? Not max health. Scales max Magicka. Right? So if I go with the other one, guess what happens to my shield system? Goes tumbling down. Right? Now I'm going to take the Empowering Ward versus the Hardening Ward. Now I could take Hardening Ward and get even more mitigation, but here's the problem. I want group utility function for trial scenarios. So I want to offer the Minor Intellect to, guess what? All of my party members. Right? By doing so, I'm going to give them magic recovery by 10%. That's a boon to my party. So I want to go ahead. I'm going to get what? Mitigate. So I want more Magicka. That's why I want to go with that. Another thing I want the Boundless Storms for is another reason is I'm going to get the Major Expedition, right? So I'm going to have a lot more faster pace to keep up with everything. I mean, you can go with the other one. It's going to both give you major resolve major ward, but I get a little bit better, and I'm dealing more. I'm dealing shock damage. So it's more Magicka based on this end. Also, I want to keep Inner Rage. That's going to cost me Magicka. What's this going to do for my party? Simple. It's going to increase their chance for synergy versus the other one. So I'm not going stand base. I'm using very little stam abilities because I want to increase synergy. So that's why this build is designed to do that. Shocks is going to do what? Give me the heroism at all time. So Deep Slash, now let's say I'm in Hellraw and I have Flame Shaper that's going to, guess what? The other tank's going to chain in. So I have a DK. DK chains in the ads. We get him circled. Now I can use the Deep Slash. Now I'm going to go ahead and reduce the targets as I'm going ahead and hitting, guess what? The primary target. So it's just another boon. You know, Absorb Magic. I just like it just for a mitigating effect. I mean, that's me personally. You could switch it out. And, of course, I won't be using Restraining Prison. I'll be doing before the trial, I'll be switching out for the Mage Guild ability, which I need to work on just to get Equilibrium. And I'll have to do that tomorrow or the next day. The reason being, I won't need shards. So I'll be using an exchange system, which I do already on my broker build. So between that and my conversion, I'll be able to go ahead and swap out accordingly. So I'll be less dependent. That frees up synergy application for DPS to keep their shit up at all times. Because immunity is going to be applied to restrict this. And when I activate any ability, I'll offer the passive into my Dark Magic. which will be the exploitation. So when I cast it, it'll apply the minor prophecy. That's a 3% boost to crit without reduction in base for party members. So it's already been, configured. I mean, I could run Eben, but usually if one tank has it, you don't need another one. And the off tank has the outcosh, which I'm fine with an off tank. I have an outcosh. That's just another perk. Gives another synergy. That's what we're trying to do. So let's say we have a DK tank who has the outcosh. He's the off tank. So let's say we do hard mode. Not to say we would, but let's say I'm in Vet Hell Realm. We're a hard mode. All of a sudden, he activates synergy, right? I want to provide the synergy. Let him do the activation. I don't want to activate as a Sorc tank. I want to provide. That's what I want to do. That allows the DK tank now to do what? Activate, activate, activate. And then I'm reducing cost to Warhorn. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm 2 to 1 on every turn. So that's what ideally it is. Okay, let me scroll down here. But no, I get what you're saying, Storm. And ideally, you would be right on that. SMB front, ice back, and mead. That's the secret sauce. I agree, Todd. It's always the secret sauce. Geez, what kind of job does not allow a phone? Oh, yeah, it sucks. Does resistance value determine how much magic damage shields take? As far as, like, absorption? No. Like, your resistance is based on reduction up front. So, that's another form. There's 3 different types of forms of mitigation for tanks. So, as far as any type of shield system goes, no. But as far as applied damage, yeah. So, and then that gets reduced on block, too. What you had, can I know your dungeon build for Ice Tank? Thank you, by the way. I actually do have it listed, Bob. It's called, hold on here. Let me actually go get it. 1 second. Let me get it. Freezer burn build, it's called. But hold on, let me snag it. And I'll link it. If it'll allow me. It should, but we'll see. We're trying to figure it out here. Hold on. So let me get this. Open up the chat. Let's see if it went. Yep, there it is. There you go. Yo, Zai's in the house, everybody. Throw this man some cake. Throw this man some cake. Yo, Zai, what's up, my man? What's up, brother? Mystic, a real tank wears Dragon and Plague and Eben. Yeah, I wear Dragon. I can't wear all 3, though, Storm. But I do have Dragon on. Get that man some cake. So, Zai, have you seen, Zai, you know about the changes to the, immune to off balance, right? Alkosh makes everyone top tier. You guys, I swear. You guys, you all know I'm a healer mainly, right? You all know that, right? So, Zai, you're aware of immune, right? For off balance on bosses. Changes are not live yet, but yes, I've been testing it a lot. So, let me ask you, Zai, your opinion. Just your opinion. Right? If there's immunity, would you put lightning wall on a healer, given the immunity changes? If it goes live, would you recommend it? Next Monday, Judgment Day, then always change things at the last minute, right? Yeah. I know one thing, EP has no skill. They're all healing bots on Xbox. Stupid Magplar and MagDK, nerf those stupid builds. So would you put wall on on it, Zai. That's I'm kind of like, when I saw this, I was like, you know, I'm aware of what the healers have been doing, and I'm like, for me, I'm questionable on it. But given the immunity changes, I'm like, that's a big no-no. And then they're trying to justify like putting an Inferno staff because why? The 2% increase. But I'm like, you lose compounding effects mathematically. So I personally would not put Destro's skill line on a healer. Anyways, regardless of changes, let the healers do the healing and make the DPS apply their own utility passives in their skill. Thank you, my brother. You are my brother. You're my brother. Here we go. Off to the rage train. All aboard Mystic Alkosh. Stop! I'm trying not to talk about the Alkosh. I'm trying to avoid the topic. You guys are the ones putting it in front of me. Stop. I just know what it does for mitigation. Jack shit. It's the worst. I mean, seriously, guys, when you've healed a tank that's set mitigation, and you've healed a tank wearing Alkosh, you know the difference of your resources. I'm just saying. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, well, I like my resources. Digital's like, yeah. Only thing I would allow is Ellie Drain if needed. Although some classes don't require it. Definitely, man. Zai versus Mystic, who would win? I don't know. I've never seen Zai PvP a lot. You mainly do PvE streams. I would like to see you do a PvP stream, Zai. And once again, I don't think, like, PvP is so whatever, because it's situational. Like, there's times I win, and then there's times I lose. And it's all about player skill and situational circumstances. So I never go on skill based on like one encounter. Like, I always go by multiple encounters. And that's why I like the top dogs, and I PvP. When I PvP and I see the top dogs, and like I said, we all know each other. Like, I go bum rushing in. Even if I get my ass kicked. Why? Because it makes me better. I know, hey, there he is. I'm going to chase him down. And I'm going to get better and better and better and better. Why? Because I'm learning how to counter that class. I'm understanding situational response. I know when I need to loss, when I need to cleanse, if I have a cleanse. If I don't have a cleanse, when to apply shield or set effect. And does that going ahead and be applied every time? Well, no, because now we have counter that we can't see, like drains and such. Those are all factors in PvP. And if you completely take all of that out of context, you'll lose. So that's what I like. But definitely, Zai, you should do some PvP. I PvP, but not streaming. Too many stream snipers shouting. Right. I agree, dude. I get stream stalked all the time. Watching your cam and saying they found you. Right. No, you got a good point there. I don't see why you cannot have some damage dealing skills on a healer as long as it's not interfering with the heals. Every bit of DPS helps. You know what, Rock? I'm not debating that. Right. So long as it doesn't interfere with the type of rotation or their utilities. I just think that there's utilities and other effects that can be useful because the healer's not spec DPS. So their DPS is like minimal compared to the DPS. So I would rather buff or throw utilities or do something to help the DPS sustain. But I agree. If I like shards a little bit DPS. Ground heal on Templar, a little bit of DPS. Goes a long way. I agree. Totally. Kind of wondering why Teleport Strike got a nerf. Well, all gap closers got nerfed. All of them. So, because a triggered Mystic is entertaining. You guys, I love you. I love all of you. Whoever wears Alkosh in PvP would win. Stop it! Don't start that! Oh my god. If I see Alkosh in PvP, I'd be like, What the fuck? No, the debuff would apply. The Slayer wouldn't, but the debuff would. Hey, Helly, what's up? Mystic, I know you have ran Leeching Plate on a tank. Have you tried Baja's Curse? I'm trying on a Mag Warden tank. Your thoughts? I have, and I think it's a good set. And I kind of like, once again, it's a preference thing. And and how do you situate your abilities around the set? That's an important factor as well. Keeping in mind what the set offers and what abilities is going to basically help you with the combination. So I feel like I said, there's a lot of options. How you put everything together in this game is what makes it so diverse and so plausible. It's like, okay, are you limited? No, it's literally how you're going to apply said armor with said ability and combo it up to make it more viable in whatever scenario you're putting it through. So that's what I like about it. I do during events. I YOLO like hell in events, right? Mystic, I'm calling you out. You'd ADs come meet me in Elden Ring if you're not chicken. I'm almost there, Storm. So as soon as I get like 160 and I get my sets, I'll duel you, man. You know, I will. For sure. Give me 160 and let me get my sets and I'll duel you. Correct, Rock. Must but when people say the healer must use DPS skills, it's a different subject. I disagree that they must use it. Only if it's an option, if people are comfortable, right? Out caution PvP, interesting. Trying its light armor mag warden tank. Yeah. I that's one thing, like I said, a lot of these skill advisories is going to change gameplay for a lot, and it's for the best. I feel like the devs do such a freaking awesome job. Like I do, that's why I'm here, guys. After this, it's been a while since I've stayed in an MMO this long. Why do I do it? Not just because I'm a content creator. Really, I don't care about that. Simple fact of it is, the devs for ZOS do a tremendous job. They do the game justice. They really do. I am not saying healers must do damage, just saying healers can. Right. I feel you, Rock. I feel like, you know, every little bit helps as long as it doesn't compromise. Like, finisher on a healer, I won't do it. I won't. Why? Because that's a channel. If I'm channeling, those are healing and hots that are going down the window. That's too risky for me, man. That's way too risky, especially in endgame. No, won't do it. Oh, with fortified brass, fine. Oh yeah, definitely Storm. I'm definitely. I don't do all the time though, so I will duel you. You're a sponsor. You're kind of like my boss. So like I said, the ability of choice, it must differ, must do. Too many saying you must. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, a lot of people are like dictating, right? And that's one thing I don't want to do. I don't want to dictate. I just want to be logical. You know, I'm just saying, hey, if you're going to do this, be aware of the circumstances and the lose. Like, compounding loss on AoE, like, to me, that's ludicrous. That's ludicrous. Nothing beats a 160 CP using training gear. Sadly, it had to be my friend. This is the first I have heard anyone say a healer must do damage. Who the heck is saying I actually hear the opposite? Well, Rock, we're trying not to be toxic and throw players under the bus, but there are certain content creators who's saying a healer should do this and a healer should do that. And I'm not throwing content creators under the bus. And I don't want to do that. I'm trying to change my ways. But there are certain content creators who are putting healers in awkward positions. So, and they're trying to make them DPS. Nope, I hit 320 CP and beat Clockwork City last night, and my DK is a crafter, Mystic. Zai, if you need anything, let me know. Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Storm, always. Nope, healer, just spam healing springs and breath of life. No, I will not spam breath of life. Never. I use that as my oh shit heal. I don't spam. I don't. I'm a healer. I don't spam shit. I keep my hot rotation down. I keep my instant as needed. Lucky for you, it happens a lot. Yeah, I mean, serious rock, there are players out there who are doing some crazy things, man. I don't know what's up, but it's questionable. The new meta is 15k health wearing Alkosh. No, Kevin, I swear. You guys are killing me. Scott, of course, he'd laugh about it. The new meta. What was I thinking? I mean, gosh. Okay, I want to try this one more time here, guys. I'm going to try one more time. I swear to God, here's the deal. If my DPS is under 18k when I queue in this, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'll wait until my boys get on later this afternoon. I will roll with those guys because I know where they sit at. I know where they're at. I know whatever. But please, for God's sakes, recommended is recommended for a reason. Not to say you have to, but like everybody's saying here, knowing mechanics helps. Roll dodging, when properly used, you can get away with not having as much. But for the average player, please stay between 18.5 and 20k. 18.5 will still get you killed. 19 to 20k, though, is what I recommend. And it's recommended on the forums. Why? Because they're aware of those scenarios. It's put there for a reason. The YouTubers who suggest under that sometimes don't really grasp that the average player is going to make a lot of mistakes. I anticipate that. That's why I go between 19 to 20 on my builds. Because I know. I want to get them through the content. I don't want to get them killed. And then they're saying the build sucks. Okay, sure. You can always marginalize the health. You can't marginalize mechanics. I can adjust the health. I can't adjust mechanics. That's just plain wrong. Healers can do damage, but they don't have to do damage. It's personal playstyle choice, and the groups are needed. Right. That's what we're saying. Say that to the loud, toxic voices on the forums and in my comments. I love it. Yes, it is. It's just real. I keep my health close to 20 as comfortable unless tanks right, exactly. Zai, you missed Mystic getting triggered about 17k health. Dude, they kept dying. 20 is awesome. Most healers in other games have more than 10k health, right? I can't help it, guys. I try not to be a former elitist. I'm a former elitist. I try not to be. 17.2. 22. At least he's not going to die. That's the healer. 16! What the fuck? 18 point something.
On your feet, you loud.
Fuck it. I already have the last boss done. So you know what? I'll just get him through it. If they die, I'll drop. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I know it's wrong. I'll give him a chance. I'll try to help him out. I swear I will. Alright. Let me get my bearings here. Like this build right here I'm using. Is this ideal on tank builds? Not on any other tank but the Sorc. Would I put this build on a DK? Fuck no! It's a whole different ability, whole different beast. Like if I wanted to use Werewolf, I could. But I'm not going to. Werewolf's medium, Shock's Exoskeleton's heavy. I keep the passives. I don't have to compromise the build. Sure, I can use the jewelry and whatever have you. But ideally, this whole build is set up against one premise. Warhorn, and more Warhorns. And ultis. This DPS is badass, though. I like that DPS. Looks good. And I'm looking forward with rolling with Rogue in hand and all those guys in the trial this weekend. So I will be a vet. I will record it. I don't know if I'll stream it because, you know, we'll see how it goes. I usually record those type of things and then I try to get everybody's opinion, permission. I've used clips before in the past, but if everybody agrees, I will do you know, a post on the results and see what we get, so we can conversate, and then maybe I can do a, you know, a commentary over, you know, some of the positives and negatives in how the Sorc reacted to the group environment. That would be awesome. I think that would be a really cool deal. Somebody please get these little spiders. I'm arachnophobic, by the way. I don't know if anybody knows that. Kill that spider. I hate the fact that I keep getting pushed back by this fucking spider. Look, it's like sliding me back. It's annoying as fuck. I'm not gonna waste the other warhorn, we'll save it. Once again about the build earlier, I'm sorry I got DC, technical error, but it does work for the DK. I really like it because a lot of people have problems with sustain. And I really, you know, I was doing the math, I was doing the crunch, I was doing the work, putting in the work. And I was like, well, this is a better option. It won't be as powerful as like some builds, but at the same time, as far as management goes, I was really happy with the new config. So I was like, you know, it's going to work for a lot of players, and that's kind of where I wanted to be at, especially players looking to get into the DK. But once again, resource management, and I think ZOS will address this. They're just trying not to, because they're aware of the dots. They're aware, oh, okay, I'm gonna drop this, get that CC effect in. I know there's a boss in this mob, so and then after the DLC, I'm supposed to get with Sherman, and we're going to do a collab, and that'll be really nice. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to let him host it. I'm just going to answer questions, and because we all know I cuss a little too often, and I don't want to on his stream. So I feel it's better if he can he does the thing, and I just answer yes and no and whatever have you, whatever he wants to do. And I'm looking forward to that. Maybe we'll get some gameplay going in. That would be pretty badass. So I'm looking forward to that. I definitely like my fellow content creator, especially Zai here. He's my brother. This is my brother. Zai, if anybody here has never been to Zai's channel, please, as always, go check the brother out. It's always out of, you know, and I'm really happy. Like I said, I'm trying to be positive, man. You know, I'm trying to change my ways, because, you know, I came to Elder Scrolls. I'm like, I'm not going to be an elitist anymore. I'm going to be a good boy. I'm not gonna, you know, go off, but I can't change my, like, some of my ways. Even though I'm not trying to be competitive anymore. And, you know, I'm trying. And now I'm just trying to be a little bit more, you know, less critical. Now from this point on, it doesn't even matter because I've got the last boss complete. I've already helped one group. So if these guys, and I think they could get it done. These guys seem knowledgeable at least. But the one thing, that's one thing about Sorc tanks. Sorc tanks shield system, unless you're using bone shield, doesn't scale max health. But I like the group utility function. Now, if you notice, I always hit a couple of these so the synergy can be applied. Want to bump that dude. I like CCs too on Sorc tank. Trial Snare will be a lot different. I won't be using that ability due to immunity. Crowd immunity, which sucks. But it is what it is. It's real. Oh, nice, Master. I don't need anything in here. Tormentor would be nice. Like a Tormentor shield or weapon. That would be pretty badass.
I'll kill you all.
Or not Tormentor. I mean, what's the friggin' heavy? Nightmare. Duh. Yes, I know. You want to hit the scroll. Go ahead. You're allowed. Which one of you are going to do it? Okay. Once again, CC. It's one. Love the Sorc tank for this. Exchange. Okay, now once again, I'm going to bring her out just a little bit from the rip. Now what I'm going to do is come over to the stairs. I want to put that friggin' absorb magic on. Her affects magic damage. That's a mitigation effect for me. First person to drop. If it's a wipe, I don't have to worry about it. I'll just drop. I've already said it. And there's the healer. Fucking guess what he's doing? He's rezzing! Don't let me catch you guys. Gets backed up. Just bring her out now. I'm going to give the war horn. I'm going to bring her over in this corner. Bring her out. I want to keep them away from the group as much as possible, though. I'm going to apply the main, but it's not going to help if they're under. If they miss that mechanic, they're dead. Okay, I'm going to do an exchange. Okay, I'm going to hit my shields. Now watch. Now I can stay in it and absorb it, most of it. I'm going to keep applying that maim. Well, that will help, but... Okay, I'm going to give him another war horn. Going to hit that shield. Okay, I'm going to exchange a little bit. That'll give me a heal and my magicka back. Okay, once again, I'm going to hit that shield during this phase. Block. Keep my resistance up. Okay, the healer's down. They're trying to res. He's going to get interrupted. He got it off at least. Okay, once again, shield. Absorb. Heavy attack. Exchange. Back up. Hit the war horn again. Now I'm in the corner. We're gonna get her out. Move. Bring her over. Oh, I pocket swapped her at the wrong time. That's my fault. I deserve that for laughing at him. Oh, I deserve it. I deserve it. Oh. The MMO gods are not pleased with Mystic. They're like, Mystic, karma's a bitch. Okay, let me get my shields back up. Okay, I'm gonna heal. Gonna heal. I'm gonna get blinded. I wanna back out, heal, heal. Hit the war horn. Even though they're dead. Uh-oh, no, 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 no. Not when it's dropped, not when it drops, not when it drops. They need to fix that fucking thing where when you hit the synergy, your other ability fucking pops off. If it's on the back bar, you have to like sometimes place it in the middle. It's bullshit. Luckily I got that shield up. I'm trying to recoup. Come here, bitch. Slammer with the outro. Look, I was nice. I was a nice person. And I died once for being... Karma's a bitch. Oh, I'm such an asshole. I need help. Alright. Oh, I'm trying to open this. Let's go. Later, y'all. Subscribe to ESO Daily. Thank you, Zai. Appreciate it. Please check out my man. November 2016. Been using Invigorating Drain forever. People trolled me for it. Check the dates. Immortal Warrior. Right. Awesome, dude. Too old school here. Plague Doctor and Green Pack. I love it. I love Green Pack and Plague Doctor. That's the shit, too. Ebon, Plague, Chudan, 1 Warden. Yeah, that's a badass build, too, Kevin. Ebon, Plague, 2 Chudan for me, right? Mystic just loves his trilobite shield. It's millions of years, smells like dog's ass. Oh, I love it, Rock. But it is a fossilized fish, so it mitigates my stone instead. Oh my god. Hard to hit Mystic when your eyes are watering so bad. Oh my god, it's awesome. Thank you. I'll smell them away. You stink, Mystic, in more ways than one. All right, guys. Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be really interesting to see how things go live. When things go, we'll see what the devs keep and what they kind of whatever. I don't anticipate a lot of things to change. I think the devs are going in the right direction. They know what they're doing. I don't question the devs. Like when I'm reading patch notes, I understand which direction and why the devs are going that way. So, I mean, and the game's just improving, especially once again, skill advisory, a lot of things, you know, synergies. A lot of people aren't happy, but the immunity is applied for a reason. I mean, we can question them, but at the end of the day, they know why they're implementing it. And, you know, I believe that the devs are doing a good job. I'm really happy about it. You know, so I'm going to back up the devs. I'm going to stay, you know, true to the game, stay, you know, part of it, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to prep this dude up. I'm going to be working on Daunted in the next couple of days, trying to get this dude prepped up for Sunday. I'm really looking forward to it. And, you know, and trying to get in that group environment. And this guild is a really good guild. They do bet hard modes, and so I'm looking forward to it. You know, just seeing, you know, how this build is, whether this build is going to be a, you know, a perk, or if it's going to have, you know, maybe some results that, you know, are questionable. You know, so we'll get the content done. Well, that's not the question. The question of it is it improving their performance? That becomes the question that I'm wanting to know. You know, it's not about completing the content at this point for me. It's like, how does this stand? How does this reflect score? That's kind of where it's at. You know, what I'm looking to get their opinion on. So, you know, got to be open to that. But yeah, I'm going to let this go. Let me check out the comments. Morning, Mustang. I'm just about to log off. I'm about to get on Xbox here, Mustang. So if you're going to be on Xbox here in a little bit, I'm going to get on in a little bit. So got to go. You guys have a great day. Thank you, Scott. Thanks, and I love you guys. You guys every day. Alora, what's up? On my Nightblade, I run Tav, Shocks, and Bloodspawn. That is a really good fucking setup, Aloran. Dude, that setup is badass on the friggin' Nightblade tank. Like, that's a Tavas, Bloodspawn, and Shocks. Dude, seriously, that's a killer setup. That is badass. Bye, Helly. Thank you. And thanks again for the bite yesterday. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be over there, Mustang. I'm going to end this, and if anybody has any questions, comments, post below. I'm looking forward to running the trial this Sunday with that guild. We'll see how it goes. I just want to get their feedback, and, you know, like I said, completion's not a big thing. I already have my, you know, accomplishment on a couple characters for Vet Helra. So, I mean, for me, it's just about seeing, you know, how did this build work with their configuration. That's all I want to check out. So we'll see. Looking forward to it. All right, I'm Mysticraven, the ESO Daily. Thank you for watching, and once again and always, have a nice day.